throwing a bit out there on Twitter, Gary, and we like to just assess what comes back at us. How's it all going?
Well, we asked what you're looking forward to most this year, and lots of, different. Nathan Wright from St Kilda, he's a young fella. Jake Murphy says he's going to be a good player, but overwhelming. This is the sentiment summed up in two tweets. Michael Palmer says Spud finally shutting Barrett up, and Catfish Pig says Spud popping one on Purple's chin. That is basically the overwhelming theme coming through.
Appears to be it. Have you settled anything with him, Purple?
He's still upsetting him.
He actually sent a text to me today along those lines, that talking about one on the chin on Saturday week. He wanted to come on tonight, Spud. He actually demanded, he was happy to get up his own time to come on.
Is Spud still on Twitter?
Yes, he resumed during the week, and there's a few threads on that as well already. So he shut it down over summer, but he didn't shut the texting down, I know that.
If you look out the window now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's walking up and down Clarence Street wanting a piece of airtime. So just sit down, Spud, and relax. You'll get your shot.
Wait, it's coming in about 8 days.
He's got one lined up on you too, Gaz, first up.
Oh, no. Well, mate, we're dealing with... he becomes a lunatic in the winter.
Well, I've just seen a tweet. He says the Warrior was last seen drinking his own bathwater. That's the sort of stuff Spud's putting out on Twitter.
That's it.
He's downstairs trying to get up the lift, and has been since 4:30 today. And we said, you're not on tonight, and he continues to belt the lift, thinking he's going to get up for the last half an hour.
He's a Saturday operator.
He's a Saturday afternoon operator, and what he does is he wants a piece of Warrior.
He does.
And he can't hold back any longer. His head's about to explode.
I tell you what, here's an example of how Spud operates, Duke. He rang me. I'm trying to get the order right here. I reckon it was a Wednesday. I reckon it was a Wednesday about a month and a half ago, and said, JB, can you help me out? I need you to play in a golf day for a mate of mine at the Heritage Golf Course in Yarra Valley. I said, yeah, all right, Spud. Well, when are we talking? Friday. So my antenna immediately told me, Chief, that whoever he had organised to do it dropped out.
Yeah.
So I was a Hail Mary.
Although don't overestimate his ability to have not asked someone to do that to that point anyway.
Mate, no, true. But I do think there must have been a pull-out. And by the way, we all tap people on the shoulder late if something happens. So I said, and I had done that to Spud, so I said, all right, no worries. I said, what is it, mate? He said, oh, no, you just play golf with me and another couple of blokes. And then he said, you and I will just get up and do a quick 10 minutes about the season. That's it.
Sheets.
I said, no problem. So anyway, I get to Heritage.
A long way from you.
Oh, of course.
About 3 hours.
Exactly. I get there to find out I'm not playing with Spud.
No. Just a couple of gypsies.
So that was the first bit. Very nice gyppers, but still nonetheless.
Gypsy nonetheless.
That's it. Anyway, so then I finish, and no, they're ripping blokes, all part of the building industry. So I finish the day, and then I go into the Heritage, I have a shower, I walk up there to have just a light beer, a Duke, because I have got a fair drive home.
Got your 10 minutes sorted.
And, mate, as I'm standing there, with my light beer, just about to have my first take on it, this lovely young lady who was organising the event came up to me and she said, so you're all sorted? Got everything you need? I said, oh, no, mate. I said, we do this all the time. I said, oh, you were just doing 10 minutes with Spud. I said, we'll be fine. We'll just shoot it around a bit, talk about the season. I might drag a story out of Spud, and that'll do. That's sort of what you're after, isn't it? All the blood drained out of her face. She said, yeah, for that bit, but are you okay for the rest? I said, what do you mean? She said, you're hosting the whole event.
Unbelievable.
Duke. Never mentioned by Spud at any stage until 10 minutes before it started when I got handed a 4-page running sheet.
Jim, I promise you not a word of a lie, I've had the exact same experience. He asked me if I could come and do a function, which would be nice and easy. We'll just get up and have a chat.
That's it.
He said, I'll even pick you up. So we get picked up. He comes by in a limo. As I get in the back of the limo, he hands me a run sheet and says, you're emceeing tonight.
Oh, no, come on.
What are we dealing with?
We're on the way to the function.
Well, at least you were on the way. This thing was about to start. I said to this lady, you're joking. She said, no, didn't Danny tell you? So, Gary, this is the sort of operator we're dealing with.
I know, but he will come back fresh. That's the thing. I tend to... You can put a little thing on your phone that can identify different numbers, and... over summer, I switch him on to only if I've got nothing on. Because I love him, but, sometimes...
Effectively the block.
But you have had to put up with him. You remain in contact.
He rings very regularly, Danny, and we haven't caught up a bit lately too, having a few lunches, but it's the calm before the storm because he's avoided me for the past 2 weeks in person, and it's just been phone barrage.
Well, he's a ferocious texter, Spud, isn't he? And, most people, the text was brought in to send something at about maybe 8... words would be tops, wouldn't
That's
it?
it.
Yeah.
He can put 8 paragraphs in.
8 screens.
And
They are entertaining texts, and they generally involve threats towards someone.
And there may be one sentence out of those 48 sentences that doesn't have a spelling mistake.
No, I was just going to say, there's not one word that's spelled properly. Not one word that comes through.
There's no
Capitals in the wrong
punctuation.
Well,
spot.
you're calling him an uneducated gibber.
Well, I'm calling him a phonetic texter.
What about?
How it sounds is what he goes with.
Have you stumbled across his new segment on the Rush Hour called Spuds or Duds?
I did catch a bit of that in the car the other day.
We tried to explain to him, Duke, that they're actually the same thing.
Yeah.
That fell on deaf ears.
He's gone with it anyway.
He then rolled with his first one.
Oh,
which
how bad was that first one?
he went with about 7 or 8 and elaborated on each one of them. So, A, it went way too long and there was no structure around it at all and very little entertainment. So he
Very little entertainment.
came back the next week with a much more tightened arrangement. Oh, mate. You can't help but love Spud.
He'll be glued to Triple M tonight. He will have listened
Well,
to
I
every...
don't think
No,
he is
he's not,
he
because he hasn't
texted us.
texted.
Exactly.
Oh,
We'd be
must
hearing
have-
from him otherwise.
Must be at the rubber.
Hey, his beautiful daughter Chelsea in the Australian rowing championships
yeah.
has done brilliantly. Yeah.
And Spud and Anita often sit up in bed, don't they, with a bottle of wine and listen to Triple M.
Friday night, Spud. I think he actually, when he has the bottle of wine, it hasn't got a cork. It's just got shattered glass on the top because he bites the top off it, and then in one gulp it just goes.